Just pulling out of the shop here, we are on our way to go pick up a new truck that I think you guys are gonna like. So the truck should be just straight ahead, should be about right here. We didn't really even need a trailer to go pick up the truck. Here she is, right here. Probably could have walked, but I wanted to bring the trailer. So this neighbor I've talked to, and I've tried to get him to sell this truck forever, and I finally convinced him. Just signed the check and signed the title over into my name, and the truck is officially now ours. So let's go ahead and get our ramps folded down on the trailer so we can get her folded or loaded onto the trailer, bring her back home, and we are going to finish this truck. Now, these Moto Metals obviously aren't the wheels that he had on it. These are ones he threw on it just to sell to me. The truck is actually primered. It is not actually painted, and the lift is unfinished. So this is an unfinished truck, and that's why I bought it. So we are going to be bringing it back home and finishing it. Go ahead and start her on up, see how she runs. Oh yeah, that runs good. Holy crap, that sounds good too. Her interior looks good here, everything here looks great. Let's go ahead and pull her onto the trailer and get headed on home and get to working on this truck. Holy crap, the steering radius on this is, my goodness. There is no steering radius on this thing. Yeah, I'm just kidding. There's a little bit. I got a little bit of room to wiggle onto the trailer with. But let's go ahead and pull her onto the trailer, and about there should be good. Well, we got her loaded on the trailer and strapped down. Let's go ahead and start up the truck. Comments is sounding good. If you guys are interested in this truck, you can get this link in the description on my Patreon with about 16 other trucks. So I think it's a pretty solid deal. Link in description. Go ahead onto my Patreon. Let's go ahead. No cop, no stop. Head on home. Get this truck built and finished. Alright, we have made it back home. Let's go ahead and undo our ramps here and unstrap the truck. But I'd like to take the time to shout out one of my good buddies who actually made this truck, Diesel Fab. Link in description. You can get this truck on his Patreon along with many other trucks. Diesel Fab is a good buddy of mine, so I highly recommend that you go buy his Patreon. He makes really high quality builds, so if you guys are interested in high quality builds, which you should be, go grab his Patreon, link in description. Now let's get the truck pulled right into the shop. Alright, well, we're going to need the trailer later, so we're going to leave her there for now, but I would like to show you a couple things on this truck that I think are really interesting. Now, you may have noticed that this truck has bags. Now, do those bags work? Yes, they do. So we're going to go ahead and fire up the truck again, and we're going to show you guys how these bags actually move. By the way, these sounds are absolutely nasty. I already messaged him and asked him where he got these sounds because these are nasty. I love these sounds. Let's go ahead and air the truck. I think it's already aired all the way up. I think, nope, it's aired all the way. It is aired all the way up. Now if you lower the back. So this truck has full air ride suspension. If we can get the front back up, maybe. There we go. Let's get our back up, maybe. There we go. So everything back here works as well. We'll shut her back off. Everything back here works as well. The bags and everything work back here. And I'll tell you, that's a lot of work. So a big shout out to Diesel Fab once again. But let's go ahead and finish this truck. We're going to first start off by finishing all of the body work that we need to do. Not much of it, but there's a little bit that we need to do. And there's a little bit that we need to get done before we get the truck fully painted, which we will be professionally painting. Hence why I'm leaving the trailer out. Alright, well, we got a couple things done on the body, so all of our body work should be done for now. We're going to go ahead and bring this thing on down to paint, and while we are painting it, we are going to get the lift powder coated, so it's going to be a pretty big reveal when we get back. And then after we get back, we're going to get wheels, and I'm going to put wheels on this truck that I've never put wheels on in a video before. Different wheels, basically what I'm saying. I've never put these wheels on one of my trucks, ever. These are a pretty popular wheel, and it's been one that I've been wanting to use for a long time, so I'm pretty excited. But let's go ahead and pop the hood real quick so I can show you guys kind of what's going on in the engine bay. Holy crap, we're jumping a little bit high here. And if I can get a good view here. There we go. There's our motor. Let's go ahead, shut the hood, and get this thing loaded up on the trailer. We just got her back from paint, and this is definitely a paint job I will never forget. So, of course, we had to keep the two-tone white. Well, we had to keep the two-tone, basically, but we painted the two-tone white, and then we went with this beautiful blue color, and for powder coat, we went with this nice metallic blue color, which I knew I was going to do blue on the suspension, because blue just matches this truck so well. So, had to, of course, powder coat it blue, but let's go ahead and get her unloaded on the trailer so we can go pick up some new wheels, because I'm really excited about that. Well, I guess we'll worry about parking the trailer later. What we do need to worry about is we got the truck repainted, and we're going to get rid of these hideous Moto Metals, because even though it's square body and usually Moto Metals you would see on a mud build, This is not a mud truck, even though we're literally putting the definition of mud wheels on this truck. Moto metals are just not right for this build, so we're going to end up swapping them out for some way better wheels, basically. We're going to be taking the 6.0 Power Stroke. This one you can find also link in description on my Patreon, and then you can find one identical to that one on my Patreon as well. So, go grab my Patreon. Let's go ahead, hop in the 6.0, start her up, and get out of here. Well, we just got back with the wheels, and if you already saw, this has been a setup I've been wanting to put on my trucks for a very, very long time. Welds and boggers. I could never find them, ever. I've been trying to put them on my own trucks in Farming Simulator because these wheels on this truck would look absolutely killer, but I could not find them. So, finally, somebody has a mod with these wheels. Hence, DieselFab. Thank you again, DieselFab. You're a legend. We got these weld wheels on, and they are looking absolutely killer. These welds and boggers fit this truck like no other, and we're going to go ahead and start her up so we can move our bags around. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. And, okay. These bags have a little bit of issues, I think. I don't know. There we go. Alright, let's shut her off. Now, it is sitting a little bit low, and what I mean by that is the lift itself is sitting kind of low. For it being a 4-link lift, it is sitting kind of low for having a 4-link lift, if you know what I mean. So, we might even just go with a bigger lift on this truck. It's probably going to get sold before I get even the chance to do that because, well, this truck I already know is going to sell fast because, well, DieselFab did a very good job on this truck, so probably going to sell pretty fast. If it doesn't, which I couldn't imagine, we might go ahead and put a bigger lift on this thing just to get her a little bit higher in the air. Make sure that axle stays off the ground. Maybe if you take her mudding. But, yeah. So that is basically the whole build. It was a very quick build. Basically, we bought the truck and it just needed a couple things fixed. Like maybe just mostly body work. Had to powder coat the lift and repaint the truck. And basically, that's all we had to do. And now she's for sale. Come on down to Nebraska Diesel Performance, pick up this truck. Don't know what we're going to list it for yet, but it's going to be a pretty penny, so bring some cash. Well, that's going to end it for today's video. I'm going to go ahead and park the Dodge on the side of the shed, shop, whatever you want to call it. Park the 6.0, and we're going to take some pictures for the old Instagram. If you've been watching my videos, you know the routine. Take some pictures of the old Instagram and test out our steering. Now, because this lift was already on here, we don't need to do that, but we are going to go ahead and take some pictures for the Instagram because this is a build that I'm going to want to remember. So, we're going to park the Dodge, put the 6.0 up, and get this thing up for sale. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you could. Me and It's Optic are racing at 10K subscribers, so if you could subscribe, it'd help me out more than you'll ever know. Make sure to buy my Patreon and DieselFabs. You won't regret it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Love you. Bye.